So Florida just approved super conservative, practically propaganda PragerU curriculum for public schools. I'm going to show you some of the existing PragerU kids videos that completely rewrite history. In this video, two kids are confused about whether or not to call it Columbus Day or Indigenous Peoples Day. So they go back in time to meet Christopher Columbus to find out if he's a bad guy. Columbus justifies his brutality.
The place I discovered was beautiful, but it wasn't exactly a paradise of civilization, and the native people were far from peaceful.
Oh, please, tell me more.
The Taino I had met had cuts and scars and bruises all over them. I asked why, and they told me about the Caribs, who are vicious, warring cannibals.
Historians have long said that Columbus's claims that these savage man-eaters were terrorizing the Caribbean is foolish malarkey. But then there's also this gem about the enslavement of indigenous people.
Well, in our time, we view slavery as being evil and terrible.
Ah, magnifico, that's wonderful. I'm glad humanity has reached such a time. But you said you're from 500 years in the future? How can you come here to the 15th century and judge me by your standards from the 21st century?
This idea that Columbus, colonizers, and slaveholders didn't know that slavery was cruel is insane. They knew it was wrong, they just didn't care. But next we have this reimagined Booker T. Washington.
We're really sorry that you have to deal with segregation and racism.
Your sympathy is nice, Layla, but know that you have nothing to be sorry about. Future generations are never responsible for the sins of the past.
Okay, I'll keep doing my best to treat everyone well and won't feel guilty about historical stuff.
So there's that. In this episode, Booker T. Washington glosses over the Civil War and makes it seem as if chattel slavery ended because the entirety of the country realized it was wrong. This video also claims that the U.S. was one of the first places to outlaw slavery, which is a flat-out lie. They also drop in the irresponsible black dad stereotype.
I never knew anything about my father.
Because of slavery. You didn't know your father because of slavery. PragerU is a right-wing think tank, and these videos are not surprising when you look at who the founder of PragerU is, Dennis Prager. In 2013, he said that Matthew Shepard's murder was not an anti-gay hate crime, but lies to advance progressives. He also said women should have sex with their husbands, even if they don't want to.
It's an important thing to him, so give it a try.
And my personal favorite?
The left has made it impossible to say the N-word any longer. That's disgusting. It's a farce. It's the only word that you can't say in the English language.
How horrible that he cannot use the N-word. Life is so unfair.